Getting a fresh look at the officer-involved shooting in Maryland Heights at a popular entertainment spot.
Not only a new look, but also new audio, too, of the incident that played out in the middle of the afternoon. St. Louis County Police have been leading that investigation since that deadly confrontation in December at Dave & Buster's.
And tonight, this new information gives transparency to an incident that had many unanswered questions for a while. We warn you, some images in this story may be graphic.
238 shots fired, subject down.
Newly released dash cam video from a responding Maryland Heights police cruiser shows two Maryland Heights detectives, weapons drawn, slowly approaching the man they just shot. One of the detectives rolls the man's body over as another responding officer runs in.
All right, suspect's down, gunshot wound, still breathing.
That suspect, Mark Davenport, was wanted in several jurisdictions on numerous felony charges, including burglary. The search for Davenport started hours before the deadly shooting on December 7th.
10-4, he's armed and dangerous, resisting arrest, felony out of Overland, St. Louis City, felony.
A tip led Maryland Heights detectives to Davenport's Chevy Silverado on Riverport Drive. Soon after, they spotted Davenport in the parking lot of Dave & Buster's on Riverport Drive.
222, he's on the west side, he's walking south with a black backpack, he's in blue jeans.
Police say detectives approached Davenport, giving him verbal commands to take him into custody. However, police say Davenport charged at the detectives with what appears to be a utility knife, police releasing these evidence photos Friday. One detective fired a shot at Davenport, hitting the Rolla man, who later died in an area hospital.
The Maryland Heights detectives involved in the shooting were not wearing body cameras. The detective who fired his weapon has 14 years of law enforcement experience, and police say this case is still under investigation.